We're going to do something different today. So let's start standing up. Yeah. So just bring your feet right underneath your hips. Bring a little bend to your knees. I know it's really easy to lock our knees out because that saves a little energy, but make your muscles work. Bring a little bend to your knees. Draw your spine up tall. Take your lower abs, draw them a little bit in and a little bit up towards your ribs. Take your shoulders up, back. Just drop them down. If it feels good, you can shut your eyes. And then do a little check in from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet. See if you can just notice what you're bringing to class with you today. What's getting your attention? Notice any places that feel a little tight or tense. Honor any places that are injured or recovering. And then notice the places that feel good and ready to move. Then bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Check in with where you're breathing today. Where can you notice your breath in your body? What is the felt sense of breathing? See if you can bring a couple breaths to your upper chest. And then bring some breaths down toward your belly. Let your belly rise and fall. And then see if you can bring your breath to both places evenly. Let's take 3 breaths here. Long, slow exhale. Just continue breathing naturally. Let your arms drop to your sides. See if you can make a little snore sound on your exhale. So constrict the back of your throat, kind of like you're fogging up a mirror, but with your lips closed. So that's ocean breath, like the waves crashing on the beach. Let's do 2 more. Go ahead and blink your eyes open. We're going to start with our necks today. So take your nose and make the tiniest circles as if there was a mirror in front of your nose and you're drawing circles on the mirror. If you like, you could bring a hand up to that first, the top of your vertebrae, right where it connects to your skull, and you'll feel a little bit of movement there. And then switch directions. Take your nose the other way. Good. Bring your hand back down gently. Drop your chin down toward your chest. Feel the back of your neck lengthen and relax. Just notice how it feels. Come on back up to center. Do that 2 more times. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. And inhaling up. Good. Take your head toward the lake, over to the right, and back to center, and over to the left. Just kind of noticing, where are the tight spots? Are there tight spots? Just take it side to side and check it out. Good. Going on, let your chin drop down across your chest so there's a little smiley face across your chest. If that means bringing a little more bend to your knees and letting your body come into the movement, go ahead and do that. And we'll come back to center. Take your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Check in there. Bring it all the way back up and over toward the left shoulder. Just notice any differences. Do it one more time each side. Good. Come on back to center. Take both shoulders forward. If it feels good to bring your fingers to your shoulders, you could do that. If it feels good to let your knees bend, go with it. Good. Start to move one and then the other. Starting to notice our upper body mobility. We tend to get tight through our thoracic bodies as we age or when we're sedentary. Switch and go the other way, circling back. Good. And then do both together. Nice. All right, step your feet a little farther apart and let your hips circle. So we're just going to take the hips around one direction. The rest of your body can be as involved as you like. So you can make it really big or you can keep it really small. Nice. We'll switch and go the other way. Good. Let's get complicated. Make some figure eights with your hips. Notice which direction your body just naturally goes. Nice. And switch and go the other way. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Good. All right, come on back to center. Take your feet, pick up your toes, put them down little toe to big toe. I think those of you online can see this. So we're kind of shuffling our toes down. Good. Pick them up. See if you can do it the other way, big toe to little toe. If you can, raise your hand because I've only seen one person who can do that, and I would like to meet someone else. I can't do it. All right. Reach down, push your little toes down, draw your big toe up, ask it to stay there, keep an eye on it or it won't. Come all the way back up. Did it stay? I'm noticing some people have their fingers out. Yes, please do that. Take your fingers, they'll help your toes work. Put your big toe down, pick your little toes up. And just feel all the muscles making that happen. We forget about our feet because we put them in shoes every day, right? And if it's not working at all, that's normal. Don't worry about it. Just imagine it happening. Okay. Take your feet, turn them out. We're just going to play a little game here. We're going to notice. So come to your toes and down. You can start kind of slow, checking in with the balance. All right, you ready? Notice where you feel this and then start to speed it up. We're just going to see if it changes. Just a little up and down. You can go as fast as you want. Who can feel this in their lower legs? Yeah. Who can feel it up the back of the upper legs? Can you feel it up into your glute muscles? Yeah. Go a little faster. We'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's the best part. Take a big inhale. Exhale over, just let it go. Oh, you can keep your knees as straight or as bent as you like. Let your knees bend a whole lot. Roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Let's do that 2 more times. Big inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, you could dive forward too if you like. Feel those muscles stretch. Let your knees bend. Roll it all the way up. Shoulders back. Let's do one more. And exhale, fold. This time, hold your forward fold. You could put fingertips on the floor, on your thighs. You could let your knees bend, or you could keep them straight. Let your head hang down and be really heavy. And then let your knees bend a whole lot, and we'll roll all the way up again. Spring arms to cactus, lift your heart. Inhale up, sit back to chair. Doesn't have to be a low one, just whatever feels good on this first one. Big inhale, open to cactus. Inhale up, sit back to chair. Two more like that. Inhale up, open to cactus. Inhale up, sitting back to chair. Good. And this last one, big inhale up, open to cactus. Sit down to chair. Take your right elbow over towards your left knee. Check in with your breath here. Can you breathe in this crunchy position? And if you like, you could take your arms and you could open them wide like wings, or you could just stay heart center. Good. Bring your hands back down, come back to center, and we'll take the left elbow over to the right. Again, with the option of opening arms, if that's available today. Good. Bring your arms back in. Come to center, hands to thighs. Roll yourself all the way up. A big inhale. Good. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Pull yourself up really nice and tall. And we'll take a bend over to the right. Breathe into your left rib cage. Find all that space. We'll come back to center. Same thing, other side, up tall. Breathe into your right ribs. Good. Come all the way back to center. Just shake it out. And then come to the top of your mat. And we'll start to work our way back down to the mat. So big inhale up. Exhale, fold. Come to half lift. So hands are on the shins. Back is parallel to the floor. Exhale, fold. Place your hands on the mat. Step back to plank. Make sure hips are a little lifted, fingers are spread wide, little bend in your elbows, and gently take your body down to the floor. Knees and chest are just straight down. By lengthening your spine, lift your upper body. So think long spine, and exhale down. Let's do a couple more. Inhale up, let your heart shine forward. Exhale down. And inhale up. And exhale down. Go ahead and press up to all fours. Come up with a neutral spine. And take your right leg back behind you. Nice. We're going to float that leg up as we float left arm up. And then just switch. We're just going to walk this today. So switching spinal balance. One leg and then the other. See how smooth you can make it. Good. Next time you come back to your right leg, leave it there. Leave your left arm extended. And we're going to pulse up toward the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let your knee bend. Take your arm out to the side. Wrap your knee and your arm in. So squeezing in and take them right back out to that position and squeeze in. Nice. Let's do 2 more. Bring your hand back to the mat, straighten your leg, step it across to the other side, and have a look back at your toes. Now swing it all the way around to the other side. Do what feels good to your ankle. You could put your foot flat or you could stand the inside blade. Take a big twist toward that leg. Good. and bring it down. And we'll do the same on the other side. So left leg's behind. We're going to float that leg up as right arm reaches and hold. And then press it toward the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your knee bend. Bring your arm out and we'll wrap around. And open up. Exhale in. Inhale to open. 2 more. Good. Bring your hand back to the mat. Straighten your legs. Step across. Have a look back at your toes. And then take that leg, swing it all the way over to the other side. And take a big twist toward it. Good. Come on back to center. Bring your leg back in. We're going to float left arm up and then swing it through. Maybe you come down to your elbow. Maybe you come to your shoulder. Maybe you come to the side of your head. You could take your right hand, put it on your back. Or you could take your right hand and reach it out overhead. Or you could leave it right where it is. Your choice. Good. Bring your right hand down. We're going to come back up, but we're going to stay on this side and do the same thing, but sitting back towards child's pose. Maybe it doesn't go as far. So we're in this crunchy position. How's the breath? Good. Unwrap your right hand. Bring your left hand all the way back up to the sky and place it down. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So float your right arm up. We'll slide it through. We're staying high with our hips on this first one. Let's first thread the needle. Feel free to bring your left hand to your back. Leave it where it is. Reach it out above. Whatever feels right to you. Good. Go ahead and unwrap your left arm. Right arm floats back up. And this time we'll sit down towards child's pose if that's available, bringing the right arm through again. Good. 2 more breaths here. And then unwrap that. We'll come back up. Come back to all fours. Good. So we're going to keep our upper bodies exactly where they are now. Step your right leg back. And then step your left leg back. Here's our perfect plank. Heads in line. Good. Put your right leg up. And then just rock back on your left foot, stretching the toes on that side. Rock it forward. Put your right foot down. We'll do one on the other side. Left foot comes up. Rock it back. Rock it forward. Put it down. Move yourself into a down dog. Make it a soft one. A real friendly dog. Let your knees bend. Let your hips sway. Good. And then float your right leg up. Step it forward between your hands. And let your left knee come down to the mat. Yeah. Is that good on everybody's knees? You could also fold your mat. You could bring your sweatshirt underneath that knee. Let's take a big inhale up. And then just swing it forward. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. So knees right over the ankle. At nice 90 degree. Good. This time, go ahead and put your left hand down inside the foot. Right hand to the knee. Take a little twist towards your right leg. And this one, if you like, you can come to your back toes. You could reach your right hand to the sky. All of those options are good. Good. Bring the knee back down and walk back into half splits. We don't have to stay here long. We're going to come into kind of a funny twist. And I'm going to show you first. We walk forward. Right arm's going to wrap around the right knee. Left hand's going to stay on the mat. I'm going to take my back knee and move it back just a little bit. And then turn over to the left side and look over your right shoulder. All right? So right hand wraps around the right leg. Left hand stays on the mat. Fingers are spread wide. Feel free to move your knee back if that's available and feels good. Turn over to your left side. Look over your right shoulder. Good. And we'll come back to center. One more time. Walk back into half splits. And then release that leg. Sit back to child's pose. Knees could be wide, they could be together. Whatever feels good to you. Just drop your hips back heavy. And walk your hands over to the left. If it feels nice, you could stack your right hand on your left. You could let your right hip be a little heavier than your left. And then walk your hands on across to the other side. Option to stack left on right. Let your left hip be heavy. And come on back to center. Hands to the mat, toes turned under. Bring yourself to downward dog again, that nice friendly dog. Let your knees move. Let your hips sway. Float your left leg up. Step forward between your hands. Drop your right knee to the mat. And we'll come all the way up here. So now left leg is forward, right leg is back. And we'll reach up and move this a bit. Exhale down. Just do two more. Let your body be patient with your breath. Use your full exhale to drop down, full inhale to come up. Good. Bring your right hand inside the foot, left hand to the knee. You can take your twist here, staying down. You could come to your toes and lift up. You could take your left hand to the sky. Good. Go ahead and drop your knee. Bring that hand back down. Walk back for half splits. And then we'll do the more complicated stretch. So if you walk forward, wrap your left hand around the left knee. Take your right knee back a little farther if that feels good. Right arm's going to support as we look over the left shoulder. And then come on back to center. And we'll walk back to half splits one more time. And come back to all fours. Find a little cat-cow here. We haven't done those too much. We haven't done that at all today. Find a little organic movement. Notice any places where you're holding tension or tightness. And then go ahead and face forward. We're going to focus on side bodies a bit today. So take your left leg out to the side and notice if you need to pad your right knee, you could fold your mat in and put your knee on it, or you could put something underneath your knee. We're just going to come up here, spread your arms really wide. Yep. Drop your right hand toward the mat. Maybe you get there, maybe you don't. Maybe you just decide not to put your hand down. And we'll come all the way up and over, working our side bodies again. Inhale takes us up. Let's do one more full one. Nice. This one's going to stay down. So take your right hand to the mat, left hand to the head. Take a twist down, have a look at the mat, and open back up. Do 2 more like that. All right. Come on back up. Hand can come to the hip or anywhere else that feels good. We're going to float that left leg up. And if you notice anything cramping up, stop and stretch, okay? Otherwise, we're going to pulse it to the sky like we did with our legs before. For 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that leg, kick it forward, and then pull it back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead and drop down on this side. Take your legs in a pinwheel if that is suitable for your knees, or you could stack your knees, right? We're just going to take a bend to the side, take the pressure off the right wrist. Take both hands over the top. Bring them down to the side. Do a little push-up. And we'll do it one more time. So we're going to cartwheel all the way back over. Yep. And all the way down, both hands to the mat. Come on back up. There's no graceful way to get there. Just come back up. Stick your right leg out, and we'll do the other side. So arms are spread wide. We'll drop the left hand down, get the stretch on the right side, all the way up. Good. This one stays down. Bring your hand to your head. We'll take that twist your elbow down toward the mat. Make sure your bottom leg, your bent knee leg, is comfortable. You can move the foot around to accommodate it. Good. We'll come all the way back up. Take your hand to your hip or wherever feels good. We'll take this side leg and start to pulse it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Kick to the front and pull it back for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead and drop it all the way down. Find that pinwheel shape or stack your knees. And we'll take a twist to this side. We got to get the pressure off this wrist. Good. Cartwheel all the way over. Little push up here. And we'll come all the way up again. One more. Come back to sitting. Let's just take a twist here. So both legs just crisscross. Take a twist to one side. And we'll take a twist to the other side. And come on back to center. Shake out your wrists. We're going to do a little rolling today. We don't do a whole lot of it. I'm going to give you lots of options. So if you want to just stay in a balance, it's good core work too. The first one we're going to do is just rolling like a ball. So a couple options here. You could come up. We're trying to squeeze our shins close together. You could stay right here. You could let go, right? Or you could rock back and up and find your balance. Yeah, if that's suitable for your back, do 3 more. On this last one, come back up and reach your arms and your legs. Yeah. Just hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the soles of your feet together and let that go. It gets sillier. Take your hands up, put them underneath your ankles, and lift them up. You could stay right here. You could clap your feet, or you could rock back, clap, come up and clap. Yeah. Let's go 4, 3. We're staying just on the shoulder blades. 2 and 1 if you like. And hold. But wait, it gets sillier. Cross your feet. Take your hands. We got crab claws now. Grab your toes. Keep your crab claws where they are. Switch your feet. You could stay right here and play with this. Yeah, you can reach them over the top. It's just hard to switch them. So if you reach underneath, it's a little easier to grab onto them. If that's going great, if you want, you could rock back, switch them back here, and come up. Two more. Good. And drop your whole body over. Just take a rest. All right. Have a twist. Just notice how the silliness landed in your body. Take a twist to the other side. Good. And come back to center. So a little more Pilates here today. Go ahead and drop your whole body back on the mat. Take your legs straight up to the sky. Bring your upper body up. We're going to start to pump our arms down. If your neck gets tired, please put your head down. Otherwise, we're going to stay here and breathe. We'll inhale, 2, 3, and exhale. In, 2. Exhale. If you like, drop your legs 2 inches. Exhale. In. If it's available, drop them another 2 inches. Exhale. And if you like, one more time, 2 more sets. 4, 5, exhale. Last one. And exhale. Good. Draw your knees into your chest. Put your head down, put your feet down. Take your feet wide on the mat, let your knees drop together. And then rock your legs side to side. If you like, you can look to the opposite direction of your legs. Get a full twist. Good. And we'll come back to center. Let's bring both knees up, shins parallel to the floor. Bring your upper body up. Touch your left hand to your left ankle, right hand to your left knee. Take your right leg long. That's a lot of instructions. And then switch. There's a lot going on. We're crossing our body. We're moving our legs. And we're breathing. One more each side. Go ahead and put your head down. Release that tension in your neck. Good. Bring your hands to the floor. Let's take some figure eights. So make some figure eights, sideways figure eights, infinity signs with your legs. You'll notice one hip lifts and then the other. And then switch and go the other direction. Good. Come on back to center. Bring your upper body up. Reach for your ankles on both sides. And we're going to open up arms and legs and then bring our arms around like a snow angel. Inhale. Exhale around. One more. Inhale. Exhale around. Good. Go ahead and drop your head back one more time. Keep both knees, squeeze them up towards your belly. Keep your right leg, take your left leg long. Draw your right knee up towards your right armpit. Good, and then we'll bring it to center. Go ahead and stretch that leg up. If that means you bend your left leg, that's fine. Take your right leg, cross it over your left leg. We'll come into a lying pigeon. For today, I invite you to take your left leg straight up to the sky and then lean just a little bit over to the left. You might notice some sensation in your right hip. Good, and then we'll come back to center. Keep that left knee, take your right leg long. Left knee goes up toward the armpit. It's kind of a nice stretch. And bring it back to center. Take your left leg to the sky, a little hamstring stretch. Do what you need to with your right leg. And then we'll cross that left leg over the right leg to the sky. And if you like, lean just a little bit over to the right till you feel a little more sensation there. And then come on back to center. Take both knees, give them a good squeeze. We'll do one more little ab exercise here. Take your right leg to the sky. Left leg gets 2 little pulses. And then we switch. Your head can be down or up. Let's keep these slow though. Exhale, exhale, inhale as they switch. Let's go 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Draw both knees in again. Turn your head side to side. Take your feet to the sky or legs up the wall without a wall. Just a little something upside down. If you like plow pose or shoulder stand, you could take that as well. Yep. And if you're here just looking at your feet, circle your feet to the outsides. If you're in plow or, yeah, look at you. You're doing it even in shoulder stand. And stop circling your feet. If you're just flat on your back, take your arms to the sky, circle your wrists inward. And then see if you can circle your feet out and your wrists in at the same time. That's our body puzzle for today. Good. Bring your elbows and knees toward each other. Reach your right arm and your left leg long and squeeze them back to center. And then switch. And we'll go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Bring your feet to the floor. We're going to try to keep our knees and our shins pretty close together as we roll up into a bridge. And then roll yourself back down. And we'll do that again, rolling up and roll it down. Good. This time stay up. Hold here. Squeeze through the glutes. Reach your knees away from your face, so create some space in your front body. And one more breath. Bring it all the way back down. Take your hips a little off to the right. Open your arms wide. Let your knees drop to the left. You can stack them. You could stagger them. You could put your bottom foot on your top knee. Lots of options. You could take your head and turn it over to the right. And then gently come back to center. Shift your hips over to the left. Let your knees drop off to the right. All those options available on this side as well. You can have a look at your left hand. Okay, we're going to stay on this side. Go ahead and turn fully on this side. Reach back, grab your top ankle, and come into a standing dancer. So we're just taking that top ankle and pulling it back, stretching through the quad and the hip flexor. And then bring it back to center. We'll turn all the way over to side one, all the way over to the other side. Grab that top ankle, pull it back. Come on back to your back. If you're a happy baby person, you could come into happy baby, or you could just grab those knees and draw them into your chest, or maybe take a stretch fingertip to toe long on the mat. Your choice. Good. And then when you're ready, go ahead and move into constructive rest or shavasana, or even sitting. But wherever you are, just let your body rest on the floor. Feel the weight of your body here in this space. Just take a minute to notice how everything landed. We did some different stuff today. How did it land in your body? Notice any places that are tight. If you have a little tension in your neck, maybe rock a little side to side. And then turn your attention to your breath. Notice how you're breathing now. Where is it easiest to feel your breath in your body? Maybe it's your belly, maybe it's your chest, maybe it's your side rib cage, or maybe it's the tickle of air at your nose. But wherever it is, just turn your attention there for this last minute or so. See if you can hold your attention at that space. And if your mind wanders, that's normal. That's what our brains do. Just gently bring it back to the breath. Each in breath is a receiving, each out breath is a letting go. For this last little bit of time, see if you can lengthen your exhale, maybe twice as long as your inhale. And with each exhale, imagine growing a little heavier, a little more held by the earth. Good. And then just start to bring a little gentle movement back to your body. It might feel nice to rock your legs, either straight or bent knee. Or maybe you're needing a couple stretches. And then when you're ready, turn on one side. Gently use your arms to help yourself to sitting. Let's end with a breath together. Big inhale. May we dwell in safety. May we be happy and healthy. May we be at peace. Namaste. Thanks, Zoomies.